Your Excellencies are present. Welcome you to the second annual by Accountancy Department of the most sought after Polytechnic in Nigeria. We welcome you all. To note that the first award ever held in the world, and that took place at Greece, and Rome was used as a procession for the award, has deemed it fit and necessary to find out those individuals who have distinguished themselves and have contributed their quota meaningfully to their immediate environment and beyond, for them to be recognized and awarded. For continue to introduce accountants, either we say ACA or FCA. I'm also a friend of fellow chartered accountants. Once again, I am Olokbade Oluwaseun John, FFCA. Thank you very much. I welcome you all. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, your excellencies are present, all our guests, we welcome you all to the most sought after polytechnic in the whole of Nigeria and the best polytechnic in West Africa. Distinguished, and that can be traced this testament that the polytechnic continue to get from all the competitive instruments in the polytechnic. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the Le Meilleur Polytechnique de Nigeria, L'École Polytechnique Fédérale de Laro. You're welcome once again. If you are just listening to the melodious song being released by the music department, these are the students. Forget that the rector of the Polytechnic is a fellow chartered accountant of Nigeria. Pierre Lassisi, you are welcome, sir. At the same time, of the E-Registrar of the most sought after Polytechnic in Nigeria, no any other person that distinguished Mrs. A.F. Babatola. The person is here, is ably represented by Prince Ajayi, ACA, as officers of the Polytechnic. It is my singular honor to invite the chairman of this occasion to join our principal officers at the high table. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us give a resound applause as I invite to the high table Mr. Olufemi Falola, FCA, and the beautiful wife. It is on that note my singular honor to invite to the high table the deans of schools here present. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause as I invite the host dean of this event, no any other person than Dr. Akinleke. Dr. Akinleke is the... Also, it is my honor to invite to the high table Dr. Orija. Dr. Orija is the Dean, School of Information and Technology, the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. Also, it is my singular honor to invite to the high table QS Awolesi Abiodun. QS Awolesi Abiodun is the Dean, School of Environmental Studies, the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. You are welcome, sir. Also, it is my singular honor to invite to the high table the Dean of Dean, no any other person than Engineer Dr. at Digbenro, the Dean School of Engineering, the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished Your Excellencies, you are present. All the heads of the department here present. All the heads of the department here present should kindly and honorably step forward to have their seat at the high table. We welcome you all the HOD. All the HODs here present. The HOD, Department of Business Administration and Management, the HOD Taxation, the HOD Marine and Transportation, it interests you to note that Dr. is the chairman, Poly International College. Distinguished Your Excellencies, your presence. Consider that decoration is a symbol of honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all to the Department of Accountancy. The chairman. And the chairman, Mr. Oluwafemi Falola, FCA. Mr. Chairman, sir, this decoration of the chairman by the representative of the rector, le rector de la meilleure Polytechnique de Nigeria, l'école Polytechnique Fédérale de Laro, the rector of the best polytechnic in Nigeria, the Federal Polytechnic, which rector of the most sought-after polytechnic is Mr. Ademoye Shueton. Mr. Adefolaju Adere Shueton, FCA, ably decorated by the rector, the Federal Polytechnic Alumni. Kingsley. Distinguished LJM Sir Kingsley Ndubusi Ayosi, FCA, to be decorated by the rector of the best polytechnic in Nigeria. Olukayode Idowu, FCA, ably represented by Mr. Ilesomi. Representative Distinguished Honorable Dr. Adele Oba Kolawole Lawal, ably represented by Mr. Kamaru Latif. It is my singular honor to invite another awardee, Mr. Majobaje Ismail Olalekan, ACA. The Chief Accountant, Bursary, the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. I welcome you all. My singular honor to announce the arrival of distinguished Barrister Daudu Omogbolahon. Barrister Daudu Omogbolahon is the Dean, School of Maritime Study, and also a member of the Governing Council, the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro. It will interest you to note that Barrister Daudu Omogbolahon is a legal luminary. He is an advocate, a solicitor, and an advocate of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. As we take our country's national anthem with pride. This thrill of my singular honor to invite and introduce another special guest in our midst. He is representing Mr. Thomas Aregbesola Babatunde, FCNA. He is ably represented by Mr. John Idowu, representing the Accountant General. Please kindly step forward, sir. The protocol for today will go as this. Chairman of the occasion. The chairman of the occasion, Mr. Olufemi Falola. The rector of the Polytechnic, Dr. Mukahi Aremu Akinde, is here represented by the Deputy Rector Administration, TPL Lasisi. The members of the management team of the Polytechnic here present, deans of schools and heads of units, heads of departments, distinguished awardees, distinguished guests, great Nigerian students, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Upon successfully establishing the protocol, it is my honor to invite the heads of this department, to give us his welcome address.
Thank you, the MC. Well, you have established the protocol. Well, I need to stand on the existing protocol, but I will first and foremost recognize my rector in absentia, represented by TPL Lasisi Lukman, our deputy rector, admin. You are welcome, sir. Without wasting much of our time, I still remain Ademola Emmanuel, the current head of the Department of Accountancy, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. I am honored to stand before you today as we gather for the second annual award and career guide program. On behalf of the Department of Accountancy, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, Ogun State, I extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing this memorable occasion, as we honor the achievement of our brilliant alumni and celebrate the promising future of our talented students. Allow me to express our profound appreciation to the institutional management for their steadfast dedication to fostering academic excellence and professional growth. As we reflect upon the rich history of our esteemed Department of Accountancy, it is crucial to acknowledge that the first annual award presentation held a special significance coinciding with the department's 48th anniversary since its inception in 1983. The presence of the representative from the first graduating set served as a testament to the enduring legacy they have left behind, one that will undoubtedly inspire and guide future generations of accountants and professionals alike. It is indeed heartening to see the Department of Accountancy at the Federal President Ogun State continue to strive under the guidance of highly qualified and dedicated staff members. It is worth mentioning that our institution stands uniquely among its peers across the nation, as we proudly remain the sole provider of specialized software training for accounting students. A institution achieved despite the absence of such curriculum inclusion by the National Board for Technical Education, NBT. This unwavering commitment to innovation and advancement sets us apart and ensures our graduates remain well equipped to excel in their choosing field. Our heartfelt gratitude extends to those responsible for enabling this remarkable opportunity for our students. We owe a debt of immense appreciation to architect Olusegun Olanrewaju Aluko, PhD, the immediate past rector of this esteemed institution, who diligently secured the necessary resources for accounting students to access and benefit from the invaluable software during this tenure. Additionally, we deeply thankful to Dr. Akinde Mukaila, FCS-CTI, our current rector and former dean of the School of Management Studies, for a tireless effort in obtaining the management approval for incorporating this cutting-edge tool into our curriculum. On behalf of the entire Department of Accountancy, community students, faculty, and staff, we express our sincere gratitude and appreciation to your unwavering support and dedication to enhancing our educational experience. To the right of the campus, the Department of Accountancy is in the process of constructing a state-of-the-art accounting laboratory designed to accommodate 300 students. Currently, students are trained on an accounting software utilizing the shared general ICT room provided by the school institution. However, the demand for a dedicated facility has led to the development of the ambitious project. The accounting laboratory design has already been completed along with the bill of quantity documentation. Last year, October, during the 40th anniversary celebration, groundbreaking ceremony marked the commencement of the building construction. A committed committee oversees the progress of this endeavor, shared by esteemed alumnus, Mr. Tayo Shonuga, FCIB, and featuring contribution from Mr. Shoeton Ademoye, FCA, one of the awardees of today. Mrs. Akinpelu Kafila Bidemi, FCA, Dr. Bengo Midiji, FCA, Mr. Tobi Akinola, FCA, Laone Babatunde Alegbesola Thomas, FCA, Mr. Tade Abdulkabir Ademola, the National President of FPI, Dr. Tomowewo Amos, FCA, and others numerous to be mentioned here. The estimated cost of this modern facility stands at 120 million naira only. With the foundation laid and the accounting laboratory building steadily progressing, we are now focusing on raising funds to ensure its timely completion by our target date of 2025. To facilitate this, we invite interested parties and supporters to join us in the contributing generously towards the cause. Your donations will go directly into the dedicated account managed by the Department of Accountancy Alumni, guaranteeing transparency and accountability in the allocation of funds. Together, let us create a future where our students have access to cutting-edge facilities that foster growth and excellence in their academic pursuit. As the accounting laboratory building continues to take shape, excitement and anticipation grow among the students and faculty of the Department of Accountancy. With your general contribution, we are confident that we will successfully reach our fundraising goal and bring this visionary project to fruition by 2025. Allow me to express my profound gratitude to the dedicated staff members, passionate alumni, and supportive friends present today. As we celebrate our accomplishment alumni, let us embrace the journey ahead of our students, one filled with opportunities in learn, innovative, and make a lasting impact on the world of accountancy. They will continue to work together in solidarity. striving to build upon the successes of today's while paving the way for an even brighter tomorrow for our dear Department of Accountancy, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. Thank you all and God bless.
The MC, I want to specially thank you for adding glamour to this already glamorous event. Let me adopt the already well-laid protocols by those who spoke before me. But be that as it may, let me congratulate our esteemed students. Great Nigerian students. Greatest of the greatest Nigerian students. Greatest Gbogbo. Greatest Gbagba. Greatest Gbagba Gbogbo. Thank you, you are blessed. The event of today is for you. It is because of you that we are all here. And we should count ourselves lucky to witness this second edition of this epoch-making program put together by the one and only Department of Accountancy, Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. I know by now many departments in this great institution should be growing with envy of this department. I can see their dean also beaming with a smile. I'm also encouraged by the presence of all the brother deans who have come here to show their solidarity. It means that we are all shaking it together. The Department of Accountancy is our pride because over the years they have done a lot of great work in the molding of lives of the students they are turning out, and in relating with those that have passed through the department. That is why you see a lot of products of this department making waves in different walks of life. So, if I say other departments should emulate the department, I'm only saying the obvious. No department will not want the kind of thing that we are witnessing in the Department of Accountancy today. Today we have the Accountancy Laboratory as the pet project of the worthy alumnus of the Accountancy Department, but that has not been the only project they have been doing over the years. We really appreciate them. And the fact that they even associate this award ceremony with the training of our students for the world of works, because the world of academics is different from the world of works. What you are going to meet when you pass out of this place is quite different from what you have been taught in the four walls of the classroom. These fathers and mothers here today will tell you that it is a different ball game. So you are lucky that you are being exposed to that reality even before you pass out of this place. So you are indeed lucky. The rector sent his apology because he would have been here in person, but because of the exigencies of office that took him away since last week, and he may not be around until next week. Nevertheless, he sent his goodwill to this gathering. He's part and parcel of the Department of Accountancy. He graduated from that noble department, and he has been a worthy ambassador of the department. Not only him, you can see that we have, even in the principal officer's mode, about another person, our bossa, is also a worthy alumnus of that department. Our director of audit also graduated from that department. That department has indeed contributed greatly to the entity that we know as the best polytechnic in Nigeria, not only in Nigeria, but in the West African coast today. So, and I hope the flag of the department, our students here today, are those who will continue to carry that flag higher and higher. As a management, the rector said I should promise that everything that we have been doing to uplift the department further, we will continue to do it. We are interested in building our own accountancy department into a height that will make it comparable with any other accountancy department in any tertiary institution in Nigeria and around the world. That is why we spent so much on the procurement of the needed devices to enhance the practice of accountancy by our students when they graduated from the school. Gone are the day when accountancy rely on traditional tools. Today, as a dynamic profession, you need modern tools, you need ICT tools, you need all the devices and apps that will make you a great professional when you graduate from this place. So we continue to do it. And like I said earlier, I want to enjoy all our departments. Today, we have so many departments coming up, and they will need to learn the secret behind the success story of accountancy department. So our HOD in the department, in person of Barrister Ademola, we are also proud of you. That you can recognize all these eminent people means that you are also eminent and you are noble in your thinking. So please, that kind of innovative ideas that you are coming up to build on those other predecessors of yours. To thank you and thank all your members of staff, because they will say a tree cannot make a forest. So it is because you are enjoying their support. That is why you are doing great like this. So I want to thank other members of the department and the school, and God bless you.
It will interest you to know that the department, from the rector's remark, that the department has produced eminent personality, among which are the awardees here today, and also prominent people that are not even here from the department. It will interest you to note that the rector of the institution is also a former student of the Department of Accountancy. Also, a former lecturer, Department of Accountancy, and now director, the Federal Polytechnic, Ilaro. A round of applause to Accountancy Department. It is on that note.
He is going to be one of our awardees here today. That is Engineer Olawale Wasiu Owolabi.
Good morning, everyone. I don't want to stand on existing protocol. And that is because I have a number of people here that I have deep personal relationship with that I must not fail to mention or acknowledge. Director, Dr. Mukaila Akinde, ably represented by the Deputy Rector, Admin, TPL Assisi. When I mention some people's name, whatever I have in common with them, I will let you know. What I have in common with the rector is that we are both from this town, Ilaro. Although I almost missed my way here, and you know what that means, Ilaro abroad. So, not Ilaro village, Ilaro proper. So, senior officials of the Polytechnic here present, the registrar, the bursar, ably represented, the bursar, Mr. Akinola, is my classmate. We are both of the 1991 accountancy class set. The internal auditor, Mr. Wale Awosonya, is my classmate. 1991 accountancy class set. All right. Board chairman, before I go there, the bursar, he has a nickname which I won't want to reveal. So that you don't go about calling him that. So I would like to recognize the board chairman Poly International College, Dr. Ramon Mohammed, who is a brother and also a classmate, 1988. Yeah, I'm 99, but we have in our association those who only did their OND, who would have been part of us 1991 if they had stayed in the school. So it's a mix of, the association is a mix of 91 and 88. So if we
pupils.
You want speed, eh? You want speed? DJ Prince.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Olufemi Falola, and my full profile is on page 12 of the pamphlet you have with you. However, I would like to add that I am the life president of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro Accountancy Class of 1991 Association. In our association, we don't change our officers, our officials. We are live, except you are tired, and you decide to resign. That's our own format, that's our own style. It is with immense pride and gratitude that I stand before you today. As an alumnus of the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, I am reminded of the transformative journey some of us embarked upon in this school. Our school is not just a place, it is a cubicle of dreams, a forge where aspirations are shaped into reality. When I think back to my own days as a student here, I recall late nights in the library, passionate debates in lecture halls, press club editorship. Actually, I was the pioneer editor-in-chief of Inside Press. I don't know if Inside Press is still existing on campus today. Yeah, but then I established Inside Press, and I was the first editor-in-chief. Governor of class activities, because I was also the governor of that set, that 1991, the class of accountancy class of 1991 set. I was the governor then, so naturally, when we came together as an association, I naturally became the president of that set. Our lives. Trust me, the speakers invited here today, they are industry leaders, alumni achievers, and mentors who will leave an indelible mark on our hearts. Their stories will ignite sparks of inspiration, reminding us that our dreams are within reach. At this annual gathering, we celebrate not only the achievements of our outstanding old students, but also the collective accomplishments of our alumni community. From groundbreaking research to entrepreneurial ventures, from artistic expressions to social impact initiatives, our fellow graduates have left an indelible mark on the world. Let us applaud their resilience, creativity, and unwavering commitment to making a difference. Their stories inspire us to reach higher, push boundaries, and embrace the unknown. The award ceremony celebrates excellence. By acknowledging outstanding achievements, you have motivated us all to strive for greatness. Your recognition of both big milestones and small victories volumes about your commitment to uplifting our community, and this is highly commendable and appreciated. The career guide initiatives are invaluable, whether it is resume building tips, networking strategies, or insights into emerging fields. We will all become empowered with practical knowledge today. As we guide the next generation, let us share the wisdom we have gained. Careers are really linear. They twist, they turn, and they surprise us. Some of us find our true calling immediately, while others explored different paths. But what unites us is the pursuit of purpose, the desire to contribute meaningfully to society. To the soon-to-be graduating class, I say this: your career is not just about climbing ladders. It is about building bridges. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Learn continuously and adapt fearlessly. Seek mentors who challenge you and be a mentor to someone else yourself. Remember that success is not a solitary journey. It is a collaborative dance. Our alumni network is a treasure trove of connections waiting to be tapped. Whether you are seeking advice, exploring new ventures, or simply sharing a cup of coffee, remember that fellow alumni are your allies. We are your allies. Reach out, collaborate, and pay it forward. Together, we amplify our impact. Today, all present will become more than just faces in the crowd. We will become collaborators, potential mentors, and friends, as this is an event that fosters a sense of belonging that transcends mere networking. In conclusion, let us honor our school by embodying its spirit. Let us continue to learn, to innovate, and to uplift one another. And as we navigate the ever-changing currents of life, may we always find our true north, that is, the values instilled in us by the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro. Thank you for being part of this remarkable journey. May our school's legacy shine through each of us, lighting the way for generations to come. To the organizers and the entire event team, I would like to take a moment to express my deep gratitude. Your tireless efforts in planning, coordinating, and executing this event have not gone unnoticed. From the meticulously curated sessions to the warm hospitality extended to all attendees, you have created an environment where knowledge thrives and connections flourish. Please accept my heartfelt thanks. Your passion for creating meaningful experiences has left an indelible impression on all of us. May this event continue to grow, evolve, and inspire generations to come. Thank you for listening, and may our paths intersect often. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. And in order to make remarkable contribution in reshaping the country for the realization of the country of our dream. Sense of creativity and innovation, which is the core ingredient in survival in the 21st century. A round of applause. The chairman has clearly highlighted that the program was divided into two segments. The first segment is the career talk, while the second segment is the decoration of our awardees. Sir Ayose Kingsley, He is a prolific writer and a researcher. A round of applause. From the esteemed University of Lagos, Akoka, and a Masters of Business Administration MBA from a renowned Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Lautech, Ogbomoso. Not only that, because of his insatiable appetite for qualitative and quantitative education, his academic journey is further enriched by dual graduate degrees of bachelors in banking and finance from the Best University of Technology and HND in accounting from the prestigious Federal Polytechnic, Ilari. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome Sir Ayose Kingsley, a prolific writer and a researcher, to deliver his lecture. You are welcome, sir.
So, Ademola, FCA, you are highly recognized. And because of time, I will want to specially recognize somebody who is very dear to me. He is no other person than Dr. S.R. Mohammed. Why am I saying this? When I joined the Polytechnic in 1996-97 session, through to 97-98, he was the man who taught me audit. And the very first day I came under his anointing, because I want to call it anointing, I fell in love with audit. Let me sincerely thank the HOD, who actually did everything humanly possible to ensure I come here. Since I left this school 2001, officially, I have not entered the campus. So it's a great delight, it's a great honor, and I want to thank him, because after this time yesterday, I was in Port Harcourt. But because I've given him my word, I said I must do everything humanly possible, at least to come and share my own experience with the potential graduates. Having said that, I quickly had to assemble something I have titled, After Graduation, What Next? After Graduation, What Next? This goes out to the entire HND2 accountancy students. About 2.5 decades ago, I find myself in your shoes. I was asking myself, what does the future hold for me? Where do I move from here? What lies in wait for me after leaving this campus? But I must say that those questions, I was able to come up with answers which I want to share with you. So I want to encourage you, please be very, very attentive. Do not allow anyone to distract you, because that's the moment while we are here. Every other thing we are doing is ceremonial, but you must get something that will be able to put you on top. The world out there is highly competitive, but I must tell you, if you know your onions, you will stand firm. You'll be unshakable. Nobody can push you around. I'm a living testimony to that. If you read my profile on page 17, and I will tell you a few things I have done. Having said that, the answer to those questions as to what next after leaving this campus, because I know that some of us in the next 4 weeks would have been done. I want to say that the answer is encapsulated in what I will call CAP. Everybody say CAP. CAP. All right, what does CAP mean? That is the answer to what lies in waiting for us by the next 4 weeks when we are done with our exam. C stands for career growth. Career growth. A stands for academic advancement. The first P, because there is 2 P there, the first P represents what I'll call personal development. And the last but not the least, which is the core of all the ingredients as embedded under the CAP, is what I have titled professional advancement or professional certification. Let's start with the first one, career growth. I want to join all of us that do not while away your time immediately you leave campus. Make sure you get yourself attached with a place where you can gather relevant work experience. That is highly germane. Those work experience could be on full-time basis. It could be on part-time basis. It could be on the form of internship. It could also be externship. You could also extend your work experience by engaging in what I'll call remote working. When my nephew was living with me about 8 months ago here in Nigeria, it was surprising to me to know that most times when I wake up in the night to write, because I love writing, I could wake up by 12 a.m., I'll write in 5. When I wake up to write, I see him busy with his laptop, and I asked him, what are you doing? He said he's working. He was working in US while living under my roof in Sulere. So it was from that work he was able to get his admission to travel to US for his master's program. And to the glory of God, he completed last month. So what am I saying? Please, don't say I live in Ilaro, and as such, there is no work. You can stay here and work in US. There are a lot of opportunities. Remote working is available to all of us. Still on career growth, I also want to enjoin us to learn trade. It's very essential. If you cannot get a work to do, please learn trade. Places I have gone to were purely through networking. The first time I appeared on TV station to give a talk was through a friend I met, casually. Who are you? I am a professional accountant. He said, okay, there's a debate. That was when the issue of the cyber security levy came on board. That policy came out on Tuesday. He said, I want to see you in channels on Wednesday. And I was to travel that day. But after board debate, I said, okay, let me honor it. And I went. If I had not leveraged on networking, probably I would not have gotten that opportunity. So I want to join you. Do not do away with your network. Yes, some of us are very guilty. Before you know it, you begin to delete numbers. Keep those numbers. They could be helpful tomorrow. You never can just lie. Then I want to talk about academic advancement. Yes, very, very essential. If you must compete favorably, please, I want to tell you, do not limit your studies on the HND program. The issue of academic advancement is not negotiable. Then I want to talk about the personal development. That's the first P. You need to grow yourself. How do you grow yourself? You need to read. I tell my kids at home, you must read. If you don't read, you are not getting anything from me. I could read news. Yeah, some of you may be wondering. His name is Dr. D.O. Ayose, Daniel Ayose, formerly of the marketing department. He asked you to write. It took me a while before I was able to develop my skill in that regard. And this day, there is no Monday I will not write. In fact, even when I don't send my article, the editors are already calling me. So you must develop your writing skills. Very essential, non-negotiable. Tell my students, you can be a good accountant, but if you're not a good communicator, that makes a nonsense of who you are. I want to indulge you, create for indulgence, ensure you grow yourself in the area of public speaking, of where I am going, which is why we are here. While I was coming, I was sharing some thoughts with the HOD, and I'm delighted. Please take good advantage of this honor. It's unpredictable. Unpredictable in the sense that tomorrow they can wake up and say, no, let's go back to the old era. And one of the difficult levels under Ira state and private, same goes to Polytechnic, we have about 100 and something from the data I have. Then you have those non-accounting graduates who have come to join us, coming from foundation. They are there. Then you have the AAT graduates coming to compete. So you have 4 levels of persons coming to compete with you. So it's just a case of survival of the fittest. Take advantage of the credit system, again, to do something meaningful in life. And national accountant. Yes, I don't like being arrogatory. You are free to say I'm a chartered accountant, but most times I try to be modest in introducing who I am. I just said I'm a professional accountant. So there is great honor to be accorded to you. So please, take good advantage of this wonderful opportunity that this great institute has offered you. Limited schools have that honor. So I was so excited when I learned that Ilaro, when in our own time it wasn't available. We have to struggle and wumble in the skill level before we came to final. And the rest is history. 17, even though the most populous of them is audit and assurance, financial advisory, tax consulting, but we have some new development within the accountancy profession where you can apply your trade such as management consulting, receivership, IT services. You can also engage in liquidatorship. You can also apply your trade in corporate governance. But that's one of the areas I've actually developed myself into. And I have some publications in that regard. So you can also be an expert. You can go into financial consulting. Investigation is there for you, where you can also get yourself attached to any of those anti-corruption agencies like EFCC and ICPC. Internal audit is there for us, and feasibility reporting, litigation support, etc., etc. So please, these things that came through this place. I just have to stand fair, because most times when people call you up for public speaking, they want to hear about your citation. They want to see who you are. And they get a little bit perplexed when you don't add up all those certifications like MBA, MSc, and PhD. Those things did not make me. What made me was the background I had. But I needed to do that to also prove a point. And I did prove that point. In my master's program, I made a PhD grade at the University of Lagos. I'm not being mouthy about it. But I want to charge you. Please remain resolute. Remain unshakable. Never allow anybody to intimidate you. That's one thing you cannot do with me. I'm very proud of myself. Though I'm not arrogant. So you cannot push me. And finally, ensure you embrace the God factor. In anything you do, if you do not have God, you may likely fail. So I want to conclude by saying, do the right thing and get close to your God. And on that note, I want to thank you especially for listening. I would have said more, but I have to work with time. This is the book, one of the books I have authored, which I want to share with us, courtesy of the seed deposited in me in 1998, to be precise, January, if I'm not mistaken, the first time I came in contact with Dr. S.R. Mohammed. So on that note, I want to say thank you all for listening. God bless you. For the seed deposited in me about 2 decades ago, I am donating this book titled Descriptive Audit and Assurance Dictionary, the first of its kind in the whole of the Nigerian market. I am donating a total of 100 copies to be used by generations coming after me. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you, Mr. King.
Please, distinguished Your Excellencies, we can do better. We can do better. What a very fantastic lecture being delivered by a prolific writer, a seasoned scholar of repute, a man of intimidating profile, a man whom I can refer to as a prolific public speaker. Thank you very much, Sir Ayose Kingsley, FCTI FCA. A round of applause for our guest lecturer.
My co-awardees, my great classmates, I'm greatly honored for you to be here. I think we need to do something to ourselves. No, please come back. I'm a graduate. What next? Life after school depends on you. Let us be clear. The time they give you money is going to either dwindle or stop.